ways, it was a quiet and peaceful day like any normal day. Well, except for that.
James, I think you better slow down now.
Fine.
And don't try and brake so roughly again. You know what happened when you lost all of your brake fluid?
Says the driver who didn't check himself. Here's James. Don't get used to this.
Nice stop, James.
Keep it up and you might pull the special.
Special? What's special?
Sir Topmat is going to choose an engine for a special early morning passenger run for a royal parade at Ulster Castle to celebrate its anniversary.
Try saying that 5 times as fast, although that does sound very interesting.
That evening, Thomas and Percy had been working hard at the coal yard all day, and now the two best friends are returning to Farquhar's sheds feeling very drowsy. Bambi and Thumper were there to visit their friends and hear about their busy day.
So what's been new today? Hope it's something exciting.
It's been nothing but coal, and trucks. I'm glad it's done.
That's my thing, Thomas.
Don't start, Percy. I'm very tired. We'd love to stay and talk some more, but we need to call it a night.
Oh, so much for something exciting. Well, we better go back to the forest before it gets dark. Yeah, we don't want to worry our parents, especially my sisters. Good night, Thomas. Good night, Percy.
Good night.
So Bambi and Thumper headed back to the forest, leaving only Thomas and Percy in the shed. But unfortunately for them, James, the red engine, was there in Toby's berth. Because the tram engine was having his worn parts and side plates mended, James had to take over the work on Thomas's branch line. He was boasting proudly and loudly, as usual.
I have been chosen to do a special early morning run to take passengers down for the royal parade. What do you think of that, eh?
Thomas and Percy didn't take much notice, for James was unpredictably the one who always likes to be heard. They just simply fell asleep while the red engine rambled on and on all night long. The morning sun slowly rises up in the sky, and Thomas promptly rises too. Thanks to the alarm clock in the shed, while Thomas is sometimes a heavy sleeper, the alarm clock always manages to make the tank engine to stay awake, and it also reminded him that he had a very important job to do. So away he scampered to find Annie and Clarabelle at the carriage shed. Thomas had to deliver passengers on the branch line to the junction. Once there, James will pick them up and escort them to the town on the mainland for the royal parade. But when he arrived at the junction, James was not even there.
Where could that red engine be?
He waited and waited, but still no sign of James. Just then, Bambi and Thumper came out from the other side of the station to see Thomas.
Hi, Thomas. What's the matter?
James not arriving is what the matter is.
That doesn't sound good. Maybe he's still in Farquhar. I'll go see what's going on.
Please be quick, Bambi. I don't know how much time we have left.
Don't you worry, Thomas. I'll go as fast as I can.
Off Bambi raced to Farquhar, leaving a very impatient Thomas behind. When Bambi finally reached Farquhar's sheds, there was James still in Toby's berth.
Excuse me, but what's up with him?
James won't wake up. We've been trying all morning to get him steamed up properly.
His fire keeps dousing out. Not to mention that there's not enough steam.
Oh, gosh. Well, don't worry. I'm gonna try my best to wake him up.
Boy, will this be a sight to see.
Bambi tried everything to wake the red engine up, making his brave roar, even bumping his boiler.
Come on, James. Wake up.
But nothing worked. Flustered and frustrated, Bambi soon gave up and ran quickly back to the junction, where he immediately told Thomas what was happening.
James is sleeping like flour when he's hibernating in winter, and he won't wake up. Me and his crew have tried everything.
Oh, great! I think he stayed up all night bragging about his special morning run. Oh, what now? We can't let the passengers be late for the royal parade.
Thinking fast, Thomas called over to Percy, who was doing some work on the other side of the junction. Percy came. He quickly explained the plan from start to finish.
If you make half of James's stops and I make the other half, we can get everyone to offset on time. What smart thinking! Let's make like bunnies and hop to it.
And so working together, the two friends each delivered all the passengers just before the royal parade began. Thomas, Percy, Thumper, and Bambi were all relieved. That night, when the two little friends returned to Farquhar Sheds after a long day, Sir Topham Hatt was giving James a very sharp talking to. I do not, and I repeat, do not tolerate sleeping in on my railway, James. We have tight schedules to keep, and I expect every engine to be awake and on time. Do I make myself clear? James didn't know what to say, but all he could sheepishly reply was...
Crystal clear, sir. Very crystal clear.
And, just to make doubly sure the same incident doesn't happen again, James, I brought you this. Sir Topham Hatt reached inside a brown paper bag and pulled out a red alarm clock.
What? But sir, what's that for?
It's so you can wake up at the right time in the morning, James. I hope you learned your lesson from this experience, you disobedient engine. Before James could reply, Sir Topham Hatt then turned at Percy and Thomas with words of praise. And as for you two, I heard all about your planning, quick thinking, and you have been really useful working together, doing James's jobs while he's been, indisposed.
What?
I'm very impressed and proud of you both.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Long after Sir Topham Hatt left, James relentlessly filmed.
That wasn't fair. I was supposed to be doing the one to do the early morning run.
Well, James, it's true what they say. You snooze, you lose.
James just seized in silence as he was grumpily to sleep.